Hi everyone, I am your host Ava Diaz, and today we are going to be talking about Welcome to Derry, Episode 1. Welcome to Derry is a new HBO series that is a prequel to the It movies, and I am obsessed. Call me obsessed. I I loved this episode. This was a strong pilot episode, and I cannot wait to talk about it more with you guys. So, with that being said, this is a spoiler review and commentary on the episode, so let's get right into it. I know his name's not technically Pennywise, it's It, but I'm gonna call him Pennywise for the sake of confusion. I would like to give a nod on how stylistic and cinematic this TV show is. It's so beautiful. Okay, can we talk about how even though it's nighttime, you can see you could see how it's nighttime, but it's lighted perfectly. It's not one of those where it's just like, bro, like what's going on? Like you can see it. We can clearly see it's nighttime, but we can also see that like that it's nighttime. Like I just like I that's one of the biggest like things about modern TV is that you can't see nighttime in TV shows. It's like, what the heck is going on? I can't see that. They like turned off all the lights for some reason. But not in this show. You can clearly see it's nighttime, but you can see every character lit perfectly. That's one of my favorite things about this TV show, right? So we started the episode with Maddie wanting to escape Derry. He has some type of haunted past, and he has kind of like a broken family and everything like that. He snuck into the movie theater, and then he meets this family, and they're like, "Oh, well, we're going to Portland." So he's like, "Please take me anywhere but Derry. I don't want to be in this town anymore." So he gets in the car ride, and things go south. Things go south so quick when he turns around and he sees that "Welcome to Derry" sign. He's like, "Whoa! I thought we were like leaving Derry. Like, why?" And homegirl pulls out container full of liver and starts like playing with it and tries to stick the blood in Maddie's like face and everything like that. Ugh, disgusting. Disgusting. I was like, uh oh, they're going 0 to 100 real quick. They are setting up this TV show, right? And weird things start happening. Homeboy over here is doing a spelling bee in the car. Like he can't spell. He can't spell. But he was doing good until he got to the word, I want to say trouble. I think it was trouble. And his parents were really encouraging. But Maddie is not having the time of his life. He is not having the time of his life. He is picking up on all the weird signs that are happening with his family, or like not his family, the family in the car. I know his name's not technically Pennywise, it's It, but I'm gonna call him Pennywise for the sake of confusion. Pennywise, this is his first time coming back from, I want to say it's like 26 or 27 years each time, right? And homegirl gives birth to that thing. I think that's Pennywise. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure they'll explain it in future episodes. And it gets Maddie. Damn. And that's a way to start a TV series. Like, that's a crazy opening for a TV show. Like, oh my god, that kid's already traumatized, and now he went through that. I do like the little nod that they gave to the Binky falling in the water and kind of floating down, where it's just like, we'll all float one day. We'll all float. So moving on, we start to establish like this loser club type of band of kids where it's just all like Lily's the first one that starts experiencing weird things where she kind of hears Maddie in the drain of like her shower, and she's already been to a psych ward. Terrible things happened to her father, and she got placed in a psych ward. That's just how it was back in the 60s, right? I do would like to establish that, talking about the 60s, I do think they're going to be playing the card of race as instillment of fear, because we do see that with Hanlon when he comes home from the Korean War, on how like his lower officers, I'm not sure about like the correct terminology, are not respecting him because he is a black man. So I do think they're going to go further into the time period and how race is going to be used as a token of fear within Pennywise, because Pennywise feeds on fear. And we're kind of seeing that already. But moving on. So we get a band of kids. They're kind of emulating the loser squad. Lily is the first one to start seeing things and hearing things. She hears Maddie in the drain sewer. Not the drain sewer, the drainage for her shower. She starts hearing Maddie and she's hearing all these voices and she sees the hand. Dude, that scene was so intense. This show is really good at building intensity and you have no idea what's going to happen. And I think that's one of the scary things with Pennywise. You never know what's going to happen. That's like, it's not like a very set in stone like timeline for him. They like Pennywise never know, like you're never gonna know what he's gonna do, or she, I don't know, it's an it. Teddy was kind of like the voice of reason, and then he starts seeing crazy things, and like the lampshade scene, insane. That was disgusting, and that was just like, oh my gosh, that's like insane. And I like how it was like a new fear that got unlocked when his dad had told him about the horrific things that their people have went through, and how quick Pennywise was to use that fear against Teddy. I was even like, oh my, oh, okay. Teddy goes through something, and then Phil is like, yo, like, Teddy has never lied a day in his life, so I'm gonna believe him. And Homeboy over here is like throwing up his whole insides. Like, dude could not handle any fear whatsoever. They kind of form like this loser club type of squad where it's Lily, Phil, and Teddy, and they're kind of investigating what's going on in the town and everything like that. And then they have Susie, best handwritten person in her class, put some respect on her name. And it kind of gets the ball rolling where it's like the small town trope with the kids uncovering maybe like a murder or a supernatural entity, as if we haven't seen that before throughout all of history. But they frame it in such a more fun way where it's just like, oh my god, like how are these like four kids gonna defeat Pennywise? Like us as viewers know who Pennywise is. Like we've seen the It movies. We know who he is. There's no way these four people are gonna like defeat him and like go through all these trials and tribulations. Like we know the outcome. This is a prequel, guys. Remember this. And this episode establishes that people in Derry, Maine are not the main character. They are not the main character at all. Pennywise is the main character. It is the main character. Because we gotta remember, the loser squad in It Chapter 2 are the ones who defeated Pennywise. We're gonna watch Pennywise be peak and like terrorize Derry, Maine. One thing I do wish is that we kind of saw Ronnie hearing that as well. I think that would have been a really phenomenal scene to establish Ronnie as a character as well, instead of just been like kind of more of a plot device where it's just like, yeah, no, I heard that too. Where it's like, okay, and just her working at the movie theater, everything lined up too perfectly, but small plot point. I'm willing to look over it. This is where stuff happens. Oh my goodness. I literally took a photo of me watching that movie theater scene. Like I like guys, I was in awe. I was disgusted, terrified, shocked, and like entertained all at the same time. I have not felt that way about a TV show in a long, long, long time. I watched it again. Whatever happened in that movie theater scene, I rewind and watched it again because I was like, holy. They spent a whole episode establishing these characters, giving them a little bit of story. It's just like, okay, yeah, I can get on board with this, just to kill them all off. What? Poor Susie, man. Oh my god, that has to be the most horrific. Like, oh my gosh, poor Susie. And that thing, the scene with Maddie inside the movie, and he does that sinister smile, and you're just like, what the heck? Oh my goodness. And then like the little baby bat thing comes flying out of the screen, and you're like, what the heck is going on? And I would like to preface and give a nod to, in earlier the episode, they had a turtle where it was like duck and cover. Lily was the only one that ducked and covered and survived, right? Ronnie, I don't, she was just stuck in the screening room, right? Or the projectionist room. But Lily was the only one that ducked and covered, and Susie, she lasted longer too because she ducked and covered. Phil and Teddy just ran. They're like, let's go. I've seen stuff. Let's go. Go. Get out of here. Which is a good fight or flight, not gonna lie, but that scene was absolutely insane. These kid actors were like phenomenal in acting. Like, I cannot praise them enough. Lily's actor is chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Like, that's actually insane to me. But yes, that was a crazy way of ending a TV show, and I cannot just like fathom. Like, it's just like, okay, nobody has plot armor in this whole series. Nobody. What the heck? Ultimate form of Pennywise terrorizing Derry, Maine. And I think that was just a beautiful, entertaining, terrifying, shocking, disgusting way of ending and starting a TV series. And I cannot praise it enough. They did phenomenal. Like, I like that ending scene where Lily is holding Susie's hand and telling Ronnie about like what's like it's real. No, that was real because look at I have Susie's hand in my hand, and she just screams because it finally hit her that it's just like they're dead. They're dead. There's no way they survived that. And then the TV show ends, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, what just happened? Let's watch it again. And let's watch it again. I cannot recommend this TV show enough to people. No, everybody within my inner circle has heard me talk about this TV show and forced them to. I'm like, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. Please. Please, 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 please. Anyways, those are some of my closing thoughts about Welcome to Derry episode 1. I am just so in awe with the TV show. I want to know where they're going to take it. And if you like my commentary, stay tuned for episode 2. I'll be doing a commentary on every episode of Welcome to Derry because your girl is obsessed with the TV show. It's everything I wanted out of a It TV show, and they really put their whole back into it. So I will see you for the next episode.